This is Steve Smith back at the SPARQ Observatory, and we're in PixInsight, and we are done with PixInsight. So the last thing we need to do is we need to save it in our beautiful image here of the Hamburger Galaxy NGC 3628. We need to save it in a format that Photoshop will recognize. So right now, PixInsight uses this xisf file format for its images, and that's again putting values between 0 and 1 everywhere, and that's great for PixInsight, but Photoshop is not going to like that. So we want to save it in a format that Photoshop likes, and I'm going to save it twice because there is a mistake that a lot of us make when we first do this, and so I want to do the correct way as well as the wrong way, and I think I'll start with the wrong way. We're going to go under Save As, and we're going to change the file type down here. I like to use TIFF files, and so we're going to do that. And we're going to go up a level for our SPARQ students to the next folder, which is PS. This stands for Photoshop, and we're going to go here. And all we have to do is get rid of all that. And we can just say 1 because we haven't done anything. All we're going to do is save it. Now, when we click Save, PixInsight is going to give us a couple options. And if you just use the defaults, the default here is going to be 32-bit. I'm going to save this, but this is incorrect. So I'm going to save this first. And now I'm also going to save it in the correct way. We're going to save it as a TIFF. And I'm going to go up to our next folder again, and you can see that we have our one image in here, and I'm going to just label this as 1A and save. And this is going to be the correct one. We need to save this as a 16-bit. Not a 32-bit. I'm going to, when we go to Photoshop, I'll open both of them and I'll show you why we need to save it in 16-bit. So we're going to save it as 16-bit, and we are all done. And beautiful, glorious, amazing PixInsight, thank you for all the tools, and Russell Croman for all the tools. And for the rest of you that want to do a lot more things, you've got a lot more options here. Have fun with them if you want to use them. But for now, for what we're doing for our SPARQ students, we are done with PixInsight, and that will do it. So thanks again for joining me. This is Steve Smith at the SPARQ Observatory, and we are now ready to go into Photoshop.